Tesla Cybertruck specs leak. The Tesla Cybertruck is due to be released into the wild at a November 30th delivery event, but even though that's just 3 weeks away, we know very little about the vehicle's actual specs. But is the cat out of the bag now? Maybe. A self-described insider sent some alleged Cybertruck specs to the folks at the Fastlane East, including dimensions, towing capacity, and weight. Let's see how one of the most anticipated vehicles in modern history allegedly stacks up to its competitors. Right off the bat, I have to be very clear that we have no way of confirming if these details are accurate. We don't know who the insider is, and we don't know how he or she got his hands on the data. And of course, Tesla's PR department in North America has been reduced to whatever CEO Elon Musk wants to put out on X, the social media network formerly known as Twitter. So take all of this with a grain of salt. We should know more about the Cybertruck's capabilities once it gets into the hands of reservation holders, but until that happens, this is all we have. First up, it appears that Tesla's truck has a set of power outlets on the left side of the bed, with two 120-volt connectors and a single 240-volt power supply. This likely means the EV can export power from its high-voltage battery for things like tools and appliances, just like the Ford F-150 Lightning, Rivian R1T, and Chevrolet Silverado EV. Tesla Cybertruck bed power outlets source, TFLEV YouTube. However, as the alleged leak mentions, these are all the outlets available on the Cybertruck. No power exporting capabilities in the front trunk. By comparison, most of its aforementioned rivals offer more outlets, including at least one in the front, except the Rivian. The Silverado EV has 7 in total, the F-150 Lightning comes as standard with 8 outlets, and the R1T has 3, but all of them are rated at 120 volts. Size-wise, the Cybertruck is 223.2 inches long, 79.9 in wide excluding the side mirrors, and has an overall height of 70.5 inches when the air suspension is set to the medium level. While the wheelbase is 143 inches, according to the leaked info published by TFLEV. An interesting note made by the two presenters in the video embedded above is that vehicles over 80 inches wide have to be fitted with amber positioning lights, like big rigs. And it looks like the Cybertruck is just a smidge under the required width, making it look more like a car and less like a heavy-duty truck. Compared to the F-150 Lightning, Tesla's pickup is 9.5 inches shorter, 0.1 inch slimmer, and 7.8 inches shorter, while the wheelbase is 2.5 inches shorter. It's a similar story to the Chevy Silverado EV. That truck is 9.9 inches longer, at least 1.7 inches wider, and at least 7.5 inches taller than the Cybertruck. The Silverado EV has different trim levels with slightly different dimensions. The Rivian R1T, however, is smaller than Tesla's pickup, something we kind of knew already after seeing a side-by-side comparison between the two. However, now we have some hard numbers to compare. The Cybertruck is 6.1 inch longer and 0.9 inches wider than the R1T, while the wheelbase is 7.2 inches longer. When it comes to overall height, it's hard to compare because Rivian states the maximum height of its truck, including the antenna, at 78.2 inches, while the leaked Cybertruck specs mention the height with the suspension in the medium setting. The R1T also has an air suspension setup, but we don't know what the cab height is when set at the normal driving level. As per the leaked specs, the Cybertruck can tow up to 11,000 pounds, has a maximum tongue weight rating of 1,110 pounds. The bed is 72.8 inches long and 51 inches wide, while the frunk has a volume of 7.1 cubic feet and can carry up to 420 pounds. By comparison, the Rivian R1T can tow 11,000 pounds, while the Lightning and Silverado EV have a 10,000 pounds rating. The dual-motor version reportedly has a curb weight of 6,670 pounds. while the tri-motor variant is only slightly heavier at 6,890 pounds, hinting that both versions could be powered by the same type of battery. With this being said, the specs sheet doesn't mention the battery capacity. We also get a glimpse of what appears to be the rear dual motor setup, which can allegedly be accessed from the bed after removing some panels. It all looks really neatly packaged, but this isn't really a surprise, as Tesla is known for its advancements in drivetrain technology. Tesla Cybertruck rear dual motor setup source, TFLEV YouTube. Here is the complete list of specs as seen in the TFLEV video. Overall length, 18.6 feet 223.2 inches. Overall width, no mirrors, 79.9 inches. Overall height, medium setting, 70.5 inches. Wheelbase, 143 inches. Dual motor weight, 6,670 ibs. Tri-motor weight, 6,890 pounds. Tow rating, 11,000 pounds. Maximum tongue weight, 1,110 pounds. Bed length, 72.8 inches. Bed width, 51 inches. Frunk volume, 7.1 cubic feet. Weight capacity of frunk, 420 pounds. Headroom front, 41.6 inches. Headroom rear, 39 inches. Legroom front, 41 inches. Legroom rear, 40.9 inches. Shoulder room front, 63 inches. Shoulder room rear, 62 inches. Hip room front rear, 57.2 inches. Rear outlets, two 120 volts, one 240, no front outlets. Even if any of this is true and it's awfully detailed, but still unconfirmed, the big questions remain about range and price. We'll update you as we learn more. Source: reposted and summarized from Julian Nystrom at Inside EVS.